This is essentially what we just did. There was a panel along this wall right here and a panel up here. Both were vinyl covered plywood, and as you can see we have exposed a chain plate, another chain plate, a stanchion base, and then all those other screws are toe rail screws. So this is the hull deck joint here. You can see that there is a fiberglass liner that's tabbed into the hull. But we're looking at the hull right now. So Randy's down below. She's going to be holding the nut while I spin the bolt out from above. Now we're going to attack the starboard side area. Looks exactly the same as on the starboard side. So we figured we're going to get that down since we already know how to do it on the port side. And then we'll pull the stanchion. It's about like right there. So Randy's been working over here. She's been removing screws and all these panels so that we can pull them out. She removed the trim right here. And I didn't really want to be in her way, so I started working somewhere else. So I went a little crazy over here on the port side. I removed all the excess plywood around the port lights because that needs to get removed anyway, we're replacing it. And then I started to tear out some of the headliner. We're just testing it out based off our experience with Somnium. This headliner is a lot easier to come out, so happy about that.
Our power drill died.
Yeah.
So hand tools for now.
The charger's in the trailer and we don't feel like going down in there.
It's hot. We are tired from that mast earlier. I think it really took a lot out of us. So
we're tired, but we're trying to press on with what we can do right now while we're still in the boat. We're probably going to call it quits in a little bit and clean up, go take a shower, and go to bed. Start again tomorrow. But we want to get sanding tomorrow so that we can sand the deck tomorrow and Sunday so that we can have like 90% of the sanding done by the time we go under the cover, because we don't want to get the boats that are under the cover dusty and whatnot. Just out of a courtesy to them.
I realized in the last shot it looked like I did nothing, but this whole back panel was already unscrewed, and now I unscrewed this one.
Yeah, you've been doing
it's
a lot.
just, yeah. But I realized it looked like, because they were all still up, but you have to get the top panels off before you can get the back panel off. So even though it's unscrewed, it's held in place.
You think we'll find rat poop behind this one?
I can bet. I realized too, because when we first bought the boat, I found rat poop in the head, like behind the vanity area, and that runs along right behind that. So maybe he just lived in that side of the boat. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably all up in everything.
Yeah.
It's an old rat though. If we find a carcass, that'd be pretty sweet.
Oh my god, no. Please don't. That'd be disgusting.
We're living in this right now.
With the rat poop.
This is very glamorous. This is what you think of when you think about living
Yachting.
the dream. Yachting. Living the dream. We're marking all these because we're gonna use them as templates for the new panels. This plywood is pretty wet right here, and it looks like it's, you know, starting to rot obviously. So I think hopefully getting rid of all this old plywood, I mean we're removing all of it, and we're gonna be replacing all of it using these old pieces as templates for the new pieces, and then wrapping them with vinyl just like they did here. Hopefully doing that will get rid of the old boat smell. I think that's really gonna do it.
All right, taking bets. Rat poop. No rat poop. I vote no rat poop. What do you vote?
I guess I'll vote rat poop then.
All right. There. Oh.
Rat poop. I win.
I was like, that's just dirt, but no, that over there is rat poop.
Rat poop. So interestingly enough, you can see this is the liner, fiberglass liner, and then the hull is up here, and the liner is tabbed in all the way across the length of the starboard side. So this is the port side. You can see tabbing, 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 tabbing. And there's a big section where it's not tabbed, where the actual hull liner is not tabbed to the hull. So I don't know if that was intentional or an oversight or what, but I think we're probably going to end up tabbing that
Just to be safe.
to the hull just to be safe. Alright, these panels are just so easy to rip up, so this literally just took me like 3 minutes. I think the last thing we're going to do today is get this stanchion up that we just exposed the bolts to, and we'll get all the other stanchions and everything tomorrow. I think we're just gonna clean up and go to bed, and shower. But, yeah, we just made a huge mess.
We decided to quickly come out and take care of all the stuff that is in the or the cockpit, I should say, because it was looking a little bit like rain. So we want to get all of that in the trailer before it starts. What do you think, Jordan?
May not rain, but
may not rain.
it is what it is.
Pulled up that stanchion. We were kind of lucky in that I was able to do 3 of the 4 bolts from below, so we just came up and did the last one. Down in here. Got a lot of junk to throw away from the headliner. So that's what I'm gonna do while Jordan takes care of the junk that we had outside.
So after opening up the panel here, right above the galley, found these big black things. Like, what the heck is that? It's charcoal. It's crazy. Like, why is this in here? I don't understand. It's a bunch of it. Is it like a weird tradition or a weird, like,
yeah.
I don't know, a weird
Like a superstition.
to put
I know,
charcoal
like
on your
we've
boat?
heard before, like to hide coins in your boat. Maybe
Never
someone-
heard charcoal though.
Yeah, it was like, let's hide some charcoal in this boat. Good luck.
That's weird.
Weird. Maybe charcoal wards off fires. I don't
That's what it is. There you go. That's a new. If that's not a superstition, it should be. If you put charcoal in your boat, it won't catch fire. That's not true at all. But let's try it.
Oh, it's the light, babe.
It's this right here. That's
Oh, okay. Alright, you want me to grab that?
The way this boat was built, in order to do anything, even just remove a stanchion, just to do something small like that, you have to take apart so many things. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The way that this boat was put together on the inside with all these panels makes no sense to me. But it is what it is.
I mean, they were going for aesthetics, not function.
Yeah, they were going for aesthetics, not function. They wanted to cover everything up. I think just to remove that back panel, we're actually going to have to remove the compressor for the little fridge or the cold plate. It's all just to remove 4 nuts. Randy thinks she might be able to squeeze a wrench back there to hold the nut so that I can twist it from above and pull the stanchion without removing that back panel.
Boom!
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Sweet, so I should go up there?
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. Alrighty, so we were able to get that stanchion up just by Randy squeezing a wrench through the gap between where the panel was and the panel we removed,
So we
and
did
getting that on the nut.
a whole lot of extra work that we didn't have to.
Yeah, we did a whole lot of work that we didn't necessarily need to do. There's still not full access to it. All that's still gonna come out in order for us to, you know, to put it back on there and actually put a proper backing plate on there. But at least for now, the stanchion's off and we can sand and paint. So that's good. So now we're gonna work on the stanchion that's above the galley, and as you can see, it's just been leaking forever. It's just, all that's rotted, all that under there. So, yeah. That stanchion's off. That stanchion's off. That stanchion's still there. That stanchion's off. That stanchion's off. We're working on this one right here.
So without removing too much, we just had to remove this one panel. We have full access to the stanchion, so that was exciting.
So we've got 5 of the 6 stanchions out, so there's only 1 left, and Randy thinks that the access to that she'll be able to get to from just forward of the head in the V-berth. So let's see.
From here I can see this one very clearly, and I can see that just on the other side of the bulkhead is the other one with the backing plate. Right behind them I see one of the ones that doesn't have a backing plate, and I'm wondering if once the rest are removed I can find that 4th one.
Let's try it. This is the last stanchion. After this, it's just the bow pulpit and the stern rail. So there we go.
Ta-da!
So we're gonna remove the lifelines and put the stanchions in the trailer. We're keeping the stanchions. We're just gonna repolish them, I think. Clean them up, put them back on. They'll be good. And we're just like sailing Uma. No lifelines. Randy's working on moving the panels up in the V-berth so that we can get the bow pulpit off. So we got a headliner down in the V-berth. We're making our way forward to access the nuts. Boom. Yeah. Let's take a look-see, guys. All right, so we are upside down looking into the chain locker, and you can see the chain coming down through the hole there. I forgot what that hole is called. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. So you able to get the wrench on there?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So we do not need to remove this panel back here then. No. We don't think. We'll see. I don't think we will. We got it. We got this. Got an angle grinder. I know it's a Ryobi, but it was the only one that actually fit this shroud that I bought here off Amazon. So I ended up getting the $30 Ryobi and the $20 shroud. So this entire thing was 15 bucks. 50 bucks. 50 bucks. I can't do math. 50 bucks. We're gonna see how it does for removing all the old paint on the deck. So for once in my life, I can say that a boat project I think will actually go quicker than I thought. The deck sanding with the angle grinder and the dust shroud seems like it's going pretty quickly. So probably just jinxed myself because I said that, but I think we'll have the whole deck sanded by the end of tomorrow. I'm pretty confident in that. Randy just got back. She's got lunch for us, and I have just got the entire deck, minus the cockpit, initially sanded. So I'm gonna go back with the random orbit sander over everything, just to detail work it. But I think I got enough off. I think I roughed up the surface enough to be able to put the epoxy primer on it.
I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here.